Start.
Hi everyone, very good morning to all of you. We all are here for becoming the future millionaire in our family. May I know what is the age group of the people who are connected over here? Please type in the chat box or unmute and say. Better if you type. Yes? Above 40. 76. Okay. Others? Please type. You all are young. Okay. But I don't want to enter into 40s and you're not into 40s. Okay. So just to know you more, I'm just asking this question. Okay. Because I never want just I go and recite and speak and you people do not get anything. I always welcome customized presentation. Okay. So others, why I'm not getting the chat? Okay. About 50, young and everything. Very good seminar, ma'am. Lovely, lovely. What about others? Okay, understand. Listen, still, how many of you are in a mood to make money? How many of you want to make money still? Please type in the chat box. If you want to make money. Shabana ma'am or Samina ji. Okay. All right. Those who are connecting late, I'm asking why you guys want to make still money. Okay. Or how many of you want to make money? Two type of people. Some people may think अभी 76 हो गया क्यों पैसे बनाने का जो बनाना था बना लिया अभी जो है मैं उस पर एंजॉय करूंगा बच्चे बनाएंगे I am not to make it. Okay. And some of them still they start in 70, 75, 76. Many of the examples are there. Yes. Everyone, you are, I'm not able to find only chat. Give me a time. Okay. Yes, now I got it. All right. Let's consider some of both the answers. Some of you want to make money, some of you do not want to make money. Correct? Now, I'll tell you one thing. My dear friends, this as the title I have given you for this seminar, for this webinar, to become the first millionaire in your family. Those who are in 40s or 50s, they can start and even they can do better. Those who are above that, even if they plan well, they can do more. Why? Because they have more experiences, they have more knowledge and everything. Okay. So if you want to continue this journey, please type in the chat box, me. Everyone type in the chat box, me, if you want to continue this journey with me. Good. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Shabana ma'am. Okay. Now see, my first question. How much is $1 million? कितना अमाउंट होता है $1 million? कौन बताएगा? Go and type in the chat box or just unmute and tell me, no issue. How much is $1 million? अरे जब बनाना है तो ये तो पता होना चाहिए कि वो अमाउंट कितना होता है. Yes. Good. Savannah ma'am. Lovely. Wow. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Okay. Because many of them I have heard the answer 10 lakhs. They give me the answer 10 lakhs. Okay, that's why I asked this question. Because many a times people fail into this. They want to make $1 million and then they say 10 lakh. Then I don't, वो तो है तुम्हारे पास पहले से. There is no need of doing more. All right. Now, my dear friends, the thing is that if we talk about becoming the future millionaire, and this even 8 CR some amount comes into this. Okay, 20, 35, something like that. Okay. Now the thing is that if we want to make this money, what do you mean by this money? Is this money consist of our flat, our car, everything? No. Instead of your flat and car, until your flat is not in a cost of so high value, okay? It means if you have a flat of 20 CR or 25 CR, then you can say you have almost 3 million, okay? Because in your raising, what you can do, even if you want to sell that flat, you can sell that flat and you can buy one moderate flat of 4 to 5 CR and rest of the money you can deposit in the bank or you can invest in different portfolios and you can make some of the interest from there and you can run your family and you can save and secure your family at the same point. Okay. I will tell you, if we listen, even if here one person is there who is completely serious about making this 8 crore, okay, because if in the early morning we are talking about this, we are aware with this, then definitely somewhere our vibration frequency is there. Because always we have to understand in the money world, in the vibration world, in the energy world, energy chooses us to share that knowledge. Okay. It's not about we are just, we are making just money because we are made to that. The thing is that that energy selects us. And here, if you have this consciousness, 8 crore, $1 million means 8 crore. Some of them might be, I consider you are millionaire, or some of them you want to become a millionaire. Okay. The thing is that if we want to live our life above middle class, okay, which is very much painful, I will say a life of middle class is, I'll say it's a curse. Those who are feeling bad, I'm extremely sorry for that if anybody is feeling bad. But here, my dear friends, there are two things. I can either speak honestly or I can speak with the moderate words and, so much manipulation to make you feel goody goody. But it has no meaning. Why? Because it doesn't change our life. If I appreciate you only, or if I do not give you facts, if only I make you happy, then what will happen? The same life, whatever you are living, whatever we are living, we can say that the same life we will continue for next our last breath. Okay, for next 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever you say. So what we learn here, we are learning here one thing. First of all, in money making journey or to become a future millionaire, what we need, first of all, we need awareness and consciousness. We have to expand our awareness and consciousness. I want people to switch on your cameras. Okay. Because I will tell you, my dear friend, not switching on cameras does what it shows. Okay. I'll say it shows many of them are elder than me, but somewhere it shows I'm not ready or I'm not prepared. I'm not smart. Many lower self-talk. Okay. Which has no meaning. आपने कपड़े पहने हैं ना, कुछ भी पहने, just you switch on your cameras. That's all. Okay. Why? Because when you switch on your camera, you become more active and you become more interactive in the session, right? So it's a humble request to each one of you. Please switch on your cameras and sit straight in this webinar. Okay. Please sit straight and be conscious. For this, right now, we have only, you can say that, next 40 minutes. Okay. For this 40 minutes, give me completely, and I won't say give me completely, give yourself completely. Okay. And just interact in the session whenever I ask questions, right? Thank you for switching on the cameras. Okay. Now let's go ahead. My dear friends, as I told you, we all want to become millionaire. But if you will ask a middle class person, do you want to become a millionaire? He will say absolutely. Okay. And if you will ask to a millionaire, do you want to become a middle class? He will never even say no, no. Yes. It means what? We all want to earn money, but we do not want to be poor. But there are people, you will see those, there are certain people, they always say, nahi, nahi, mere paas to jo hai utna bahut hai. I don't need more. Whatever I have, I am satisfied with that. I'm balanced with that. But this is not fact. I will say this is again a lame excuse, and you can say that this is a lie. People who say, I don't want to earn more money, whatever I have, I'm satisfied with that. This means वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं अपने आप से. क्योंकि सेम पर्सन जो बोलता है नहीं मेरे पास जो है बहुत है, उसको बोलो कि मैं तुम्हें 8 करोड़ रुपए फ्री में देने वाला हूँ, या जस्ट आ जाओ और लेके जाओ. Do you think that person will won't come? He will come. Even if you will say 1 lakh rupees, he will come immediately, whatever time you will call that person. It means money is needed, but anyhow, he is not able or she is not able to make it so they are satisfying with the situation. Okay. Which is, I will say, not fit for the for your human potential. If you talk about human potential, we all have unlimited potential, and we are not tapping even 10% of that. Okay. It has been said Einstein was the most intelligent person who has used almost 4.5% of his brain. Okay. So the thing is that if we want to make money, what we have to do? First of all, we have to bring awareness and consciousness towards us. Okay. And awareness towards everything around us. What is around us? First of all, people. Okay. In people who comes, definitely, first of all, our family members comes, then closed one. Just you check out 5 people who are with you. Okay. And I will say here, if you will find 5 people with whom you most of the time associate, communicate, what happens? Such people, if you will check their bank account, if you will see their, habits, values, your habits, all this also connect with that. Okay. Somewhere you are similar to that. In money making world also, you will find somewhere you are similar to such person. Okay. So what you learn here? You learn here one thing. If you want to make a million, you have to find also people who are making million, and you have to observe them also what different they are doing. Right? You have not to do the same, because your medium will be different, but you can understand the strategies, you can understand the talk in such a situation, such people, what type of talk they do, what kind of mindset they have, how do they feel about investing, how do they spend their timing, and many things. So if we want to become future millionaire, what we need, first of all, awareness, then consciousness. Awareness and consciousness is must. Then clarity. Clarity of what? How much money I want to make, and why do I want to make? Why do I want to make? This why must have at least, I'll say, 50 answers. 50 must why answers you must have. These are the reasons. That's why. Because if you do not have the bigger why, you will not work towards that goal. अगर आपके पास bigger why नहीं है, तो आप उस goal के लिए काम करने वाले नहीं हो. Correct? Another thing is that, do you think what may be the right medium of making money? My dear friends, as we have less time, if we will go into the detailed content, then definitely I need 4 hours minimum. Okay. So what I will do, I will pick things in a glance and representing it. So the thing is that if we want to make 1 million, what to do? Tell me one thing. Do you think your parents or your forefathers, if they have not, if you belong to middle class, if you have not, if your parents or your first blood generation has not made it, okay, means your parents, grandparents have not made this much even of amount, then what was missing into them? Was that missing, you can say that they do not have money, they were poor, something like that? No, because if they were so poor and they have nothing, then we would do not exist over here. तब तो हम अभी तक एग्जिस्ट भी नहीं करते, खाए बगैर ही मर गए होते. जब हमारे पास इतना था कि हम खा सकते थे, पहन सकते थे और चैन से रह सकते थे, सेविंग्स भी तो कर सकते थे. Yes or no? How many of you agree with me? If yes, please raise your hands, virtual hands. If you do agree, you know what happens exactly? People where they miss in making money. First part, they miss, the time when they make money or when they do have money, they don't know the right medium where to invest. Okay. And I'm not selling here any policy, any plan, anything, any real estate. Remember, because you are playing with your own money or you have your own desire. And just I'll say, whatever you are doing it here, you are doing it for yourself. Just I'm only opening your eyes. Okay. Do you know, if you if anybody who's taken birth almost in 80s, I'll say 80, 84, something like that. Okay. And if we are born from 80s, 84, something like that. And do you think if your parents has invested at least 1 lakh rupees in shares and stocks, then anybody can imagine how much money they would have made till now? How much money they would have made till now if they would have invested in shares and stocks? Anybody can guess and type in the chat box? Please do it. I'm seeing passive people here. I'm sorry if you guys will be passive, then it will be tough to call me again.
Yeah, good morning. I want to come in. The
Yeah.
question you asked, yeah. First I want to know what is the topic. I'm sorry, I didn't read into it. So I have to
Okay.
ask because I'm still waiting for that only.
Oh, actually, the topic is to become the first future millionaire in your family. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And millionaire means what? Almost 8 crore rupees. Okay. We must make, right?
Yeah.
And this money instead of your flat and car. Okay. Because this is your basic need, right? Yeah, this in this amount in wealth creation, it can be considered only when it is above than it. If you are living in a very you can say that high paying flat, in that condition, for example, if it costs 10 cr or 20 cr, something like that, then you can cover into your wealth. Otherwise, if it is under 1 2, then this is your basic needs. Okay. And every human being who wants to live peacefully, and if they are the family of 4 people, for example, one parent and 2 children, even if they belongs to 4 people, then minimum this much of amount a family should acquire. Okay. So I think now you are clear, ma'am, right? And now my question was here, if our parents has invested, let's compare 40 year back. Okay. 1 lakh rupees in anywhere in a very good investment. Okay. Then how much that money would have been if they would have spent in share and stocks? Then how much money that would have been? Anybody can guess? No. Okay. I don't have time to go into all the year wise in details, but almost 100 crore rupees. Okay. Almost 100 cr rupees we would have made. Now the thing comes, but 1 lakh rupees is too much at that time, 40 year back. How can they get it? I'll say if they have lands or if they have any kind of asset, they can take loan also. And do you think if we are paying for EMI and all for that bank loan, how would we have to pay to the bank? Almost 8 to 10 cr. Average I'm talking about. Okay. Still we were in the profit of 90 cr. Guys, are you connecting with me or not? आप लोगों को चीजें समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं? I'm not
Yes,
seeing the
yes.
seriousness. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah. And it is never, but I'm not saying just you go and put your all money into stocks. Are you get? Because when you connect with me in one-to-one or when you go into my depth of the session, then you understand even if you have to invest, where you have to invest. Okay. But I'm not selling any share and stocks, and I don't have much knowledge about that. Okay. I'm just talking about facts, whatever people has made money into that. Another thing, take the example of, it has been said, one good example I will give you. People who takes smaller loan from the banks, then what happens? The person, the individual who is taking loan from the bank, he is in the problem. But another moment, for example, if you are taking 50 lakh, 1 cr, 2 cr from bank, then who is in the problem? You are in the problem, the person who is taking loan. But When you take 20 CR, 30 CR, 50 CR, 100 CR, 200, 500 CR, who is in the problem? Banks are in the problem. I'm not saying go and rob the bank. My intention is not this. My intention is only this. Bank is concerned with his EMI. Okay. And people who are very smart, like Vijay Mallya, now you will say he is a bankrupt, this and that. But he was smart for making his family. He made money anyway. Now he's sitting over there. That's the another story. Okay. But you will say all type of big business tycoons, they all take loans and they take bigger loans. In many cases, they take such a loan, they will spend money into business, and later on, if they have to pay the EMI, they will pay the EMI also from the bank loan. They take the bank loan in advance. Later on, they make money and they manage it. And many times, if it is not their cup of tea, then they will say, I'm bankrupt. I'm not saying you go and say this to bank. What I want to say, what happened with the middle class who is working on EMI and who is a working professional? And working professional, you can say that mostly takes the loan of 1 CR to 1.5 for his home loan. Take the example of home loan. If some of your EMIs are left and anyhow you are not able to make it, it becomes hell. Bank threat, bank, they treat you like a very badly. I will say you, many people, they commit suicide and many other things comes. What I want to say, you take loan, but intelligently you have to take loan. If you talk about home loan, in home loan also people do very big mistakes, very big mistakes. I will say those who are starting their career and for example, those who are from on 26 till 30, 40s, they need this understanding too much, too much, too much. Okay. Why? Because home people say, apna to khud ka ghar hona chahiye. We all need our home. So go and jump into the bank loan. No problem. You take, everybody takes the home loan. Okay. But there are certain criteria, how much you have to take. Okay. And how you have to spend money into different portfolios by which you can reach to your goal. What is your ultimate goal? Ultimate goal, if it is this only, having one car, having one home, and putting your whole life for that, then I will say, I'm sorry, animals are better than us. I'm sorry, but I'll say animals are better than us here because they don't put lots of effort, but their all the desires get fulfilled. Their children also get nurtured. They also get food daily. Okay. And they are more satisfied than human beings. This is maybe harsh, but this is the fact. Why? Because we are human beings, and why we are different from animals? Because of our consciousness. And still, if our consciousness is only limited to food, shelter, and only you can, and smaller, even in, in shelter or in home, who comes, only you are thinking for, you must have a home where you can stay, your children can stay, even you are not able to afford your parents, then I will say, really, it needs to think. Okay. So what really I want to share here, the main thing what I want to share here, please expand your consciousness and awareness for more and figure it out. How can you fix it? How can you fix it? Definitely for this, you need the deeper knowledge, okay, and the right knowledge, because at the name of, creating wealth, lots of workshops, seminars, everything goes on, people share. But mostly what happens that, motivation type of, programs, and motivation will not only make, motivation is important, it is good. Okay. But at the same time, you need skill and strategies, and you need solid strategies for many years, for long years, and the right guidance who can handhold you for some year, by which you can start once practicing. And when you once start practicing, then what will happen? At a time, you will go to the right track, right? Where people miss in making money, my dear, you, everybody, I will say, just you calculate this. Many of them are in 40s here, and many of them are above 40s. I have right now two questions. Okay. And if you are okay, you can write the answers in the chat box or unmute and let me know, or just you keep the answers with you, no problem. My first question: till now in your life, when you started making money, how much money did you make? Everybody give, I will take here 2 minutes. आप अपने आप को समय दो, ठीक है? अपने आप से पूछो, जब से आपने पैसे कमाने शुरू किए अपनी लाइफ में, अभी तक कितना पैसा कमाया होगा ऑन एवरेज? एवरेज ही निकालो, थोड़ा कम ज्यादा होगा, इट्स ओके एंड फाइन, ज्यादा होता है तो भी ठीक है, कम होता है तो भी. फर्स्ट थिंग, प्लीज राइट दिस आंसर. अगर आप सच में अपने लाइफ में किसी भी प्रकार का चेंज चाहते हो, या जिस भी एज में हो, एज डज नॉट मैटर, आप अपने इनकम को थोड़ा भी बढ़ाना चाहते हो, तो फॉर दैट पर्पज यू मस्ट नीड टू आंसर मी दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके, इसके बाद दूसरा क्वेश्चन आए, 2 ही क्वेश्चन पूछने वाली हूँ यहाँ पे, ठीक है? और आप पहले सोचो, मैं यहाँ पे साइलेंट हूँ फॉर 30 सेकेंड्स. ऑन एवरेज ईयर निकाल लो, कितने साल कमाया आपने, कितने पैसे आपने कमाए होंगे, ठीक है? एंड इफ यू आर ओके, यू कैन टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स. इफ नॉट, कीप इट विद यू. मुझे आपके पैसे लेने नहीं है. ऑल राइट, डू इट एवरीबॉडी. अपने अगर नहीं दिमाग आंसर देते हैं तो उसको ऐसे चमटी दो, एक दो, अरे भाई आंसर दे मुझे. हाउ मच मनी आई हैव मेड टिल नाउ. एवरेज निकालो, कितने पैसे बनाए होंगे आपने. गॉट द आंसर? I'm silent for 30 seconds. Please do it fast. It is very important. It will give you very big consciousness after the second question. अभी पहला ही आपको हिला रहा है. I know well.
Ma'am, there are freelancers and they do not calculate in monthly or yearly. And it's not a question of how much money you make, it's a question of how you gain it by your creativity. Freelancers will always think that. And it is not the quantity, as I said, it's the quality. How you spend.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Listen, may I know your name?
I'm Samina.
Shamina, ma'am. All right. Ma'am, I will tell you, okay? If we don't count, or if we don't understand how much we make now, then it is very much difficult to really reach to the level where we are. Okay, even if we are freelancers, we all have that, this is the problem, ma'am. This is the main problem. And we are not calculating and we are justifying. Please don't take it personally anyway. Okay.
No, I understand.
What happens? This is the problem. We are not aware. This is the main thing. Okay. Then what happens? Whatever money comes, how we save. In saving account, how money goes? First of all, we not invest. You can say we spend. For example, 2 lakh rupees came a month in your account, you spend everything. After that, 10, 15,000, 20,000 is left. ठीक है, इतना रख देते हैं, बाद में सेव करेंगे या सेविंग्स में डालेंगे. ऐसे नहीं होता है. Those who are money makers ना, they first of all take money for investment portfolios. After that, whatever money is left, they spend. Understand? So this is humble request to everybody. कोई अपने, और ये भी जस्टिफिकेशन नहीं देना है आपको, कैलकुलेट करना है. यू हैव टू गो एंड कैलकुलेट ऑन एवरेज कितना कमाया होगा. चलो, इन अ मंथली, लेट्स, आई विल हेल्प यू आउट. फॉर एग्जांपल, इवन इफ आई एम इन फ्रीलांसिंग, लेट्स कंसीडर आइदर आई एम मेकिंग 30, 40, 50,000 और 1 लाख रुपीज. ऑलराइट, तो ठीक है, कभी ऊपर नीचे भी होता है. चलो, वैसे तो 12 लाख हुआ साल का, अगर 1 लाख के हिसाब से जाने तो कभी कम भी है, तो चलो 8 लाख कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. कितने साल से? 4 सालों से कमाया, 32 आता है. ऐसे जाओ, ठीक है ना. बट आप उसमें वो जो सरफेस को छोड़ रहे हैं, मेन प्रॉब्लम वहीं पर है. ये भी जान लो.
एक फिगर ये करो.
हाँ, find it out, one figure. That is very important. Please. Yeah, everyone. Because everybody has that figure. Everybody has that figure. Those who got the answers, please type in the chat box done. और जो ओपन है वो आप टाइप कर सकते हो. बाद में मैं अपना नंबर दूंगी, आप मुझसे कोशिश करना शेयर कर लेने का, if possible. Actually, I am taking 100 people data into this. Okay, what answers I'm going to get it after of this question, because I did not ऐसा नहीं मुझे कहीं से ये मिला, ये क्वेश्चन मेरे दिमाग में खुद आया. ठीक है. My next question in this, till now, how much money you saved, how much money you are holding. जो पैसे आपने बनाए उन पैसों से कितने पैसे भी आपके पास हैं, या तो आपने कोई प्रॉपर्टी बनाई हो उस फॉर्म में, या तो आपके बैंक में सेविंग के फॉर्म में हो, और जो आपने फैमिली के लिए स्पेंड किया या शादी वादी बच्चों की पार्टी मनाई, वो कंसिडर हम नहीं कर रहे हैं. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट वेल्थ. व्हाट वेल्थ यू हैव क्रिएटेड आइदर इन प्रॉपर्टी फॉर और इन बॉन्ड फॉर्म और समवेयर एल्स, और इट इज इन योर सेविंग अकाउंट्स. अभी इसको फाइंड आउट करो, फिगर इट आउट करो, कितने पैसे आपके पास हैं. अगेन 30 seconds आई एम गिविंग यू. Second question, I think it will be very easy. I hope now you would have got your answers. I'll say, I don't know because you guys has not answered here, but go after this session also, again sit for 10 minutes, 20 minutes and ponder onto all these two questions. अभी तक मैंने कितने पैसे कमाए? How much money I have earned and created into my life? How much money I have saved or I have in form of property, in form of savings, whatever you can say that. और अगर वो पैसे आपने किसी को दे दिए तो काउंट मत करो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने फ्लैट बनाया, बट वो फ्लैट आपने बच्चे के नाम पे कर दिया है, वो भी आपके पास नहीं है, तो भूल जाओ, जाके बेच के दिखाओ, बच्चा आपको किधर और पहुंचा देगा. ठीक है ना. अगर आपने किसी को गिफ्ट कर दिया तो मत काउंट करना. फिर आपके पास क्या सेव बचा है उसको देखना, क्योंकि अगर बच्चे को आपने लाए थे तो बच्चे को कुछ देना आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी, और साथ में खुद के लिए भी कुछ करना आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी. अगर आपने नहीं किया तो वो आपने मिस किया है. राइट. अगर आपने किसी के नाम पे नहीं किया, वो है तो वो आपका है, आपको जो करना है आप उससे कर सकते हो. दैट्स नॉट द प्रॉब्लम. राइट. ओके. नाउ आई विल टेल यू, व्हेन यू work onto this question, then many people, even they find less than 10% is in a form of wealth creation, or it is in a form of cash or in saving accounts. Okay. Why this happens? Because we are taught in a very bad way. What? When money comes spent, what happens into our life right now? Whatever money comes into our life, we are earning, we have medium of earning each and every one. But what happens when we are earning, after a certain time, what happens, my dear? For example, you earn 2 lakh rupees in a month or 5 lakh rupees in a month, but at the end of the month, you will find your account will reach to the same amount, where that amount will be, it is a thermostat somewhere, say, for a long time. For example, if in a month you earn 10 lakh rupees, still your account will be at the same thermostat. For example, if you are operating with 1 lakh rupees of saving every month, then you will see always 1 lakh rupees of saving. If you are operating with 50,000 rupees of saving, you will save for a long year, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, the same amount. If you are operating with 10 lakh rupees of saving, you will find for long years the 10 lakh rupees of saving is there. It means what? The thermostat you have set somewhere and you are not able to hit that thermostat, and always it is constant. Why it is constant? Because of our habits, because of some of our beliefs, because of some of our values. Correct? So, my dear friends, what we need to do, we need to observe this. And what happens, as I told you, for example, your monthly income is 2 lakh rupees. Let's take a moderate income. But if, for example, a freelancer, if he got some more assignments and he made 10 lakh rupees in a month, but still he will find after 3 months or 2 months, his account will again reach to the same thermostat where it was earlier. And what will happen with the money, whatever he has? Either he will spend or somebody else will come, that person will borrow, or he will or she will buy something to his family member, somebody. Anyway पैसे चले ही जाएंगे, और क्योंकि उसको तब तक चैन नहीं है जब तक पैसों को वो वहां पे पहुंचा नहीं देगा जहां से पहले ऑपरेट करते हैं. Why? Because in his subconsciousness somewhere you have registered it, you cannot exceed more than this. You cannot exceed more than this. You yourself is responsible for that because you don't have the control. People buy flats. Tell me one thing. Those who are buying EMI flats, I will tell you the scenario of flats. Nowadays, yeah, definitely you are paying rent. Rent cost is also more. But what happens if you are buying a flat of 1 point, let's consider 5 CR, okay? And let's smaller flat, let's take the example. If you are buying a flat of 60 lakh rupees only, okay, and you did the down payment of almost 8 to 10 lakh rupees, you took from the bank 50 lakh rupees for 20 or 30 years, 25 years, it's up to you. You know at the end how much money you pay to the bank. At the end, in 20 years, you pay money almost 1.2, means 1 crore, 20 lakh almost to bank. Just see, in 20 years, what you did, you cut lots of your expenses, you cut your family's, comfort level and expenses, everything. And anyhow, you saved money and gave it to the bank. And the properties are two types. First, some properties, you get the good value of that. Okay. It means when you buy, the property cost also gets increases. But if you talk about Mumbai and all, until you're not in a very posh area, if you are talking about Mumbai, Delhi, until you're not in a very posh area where properties are exceeding like anything, otherwise what is happening, whatever money you have paid to the bank, even your property has not to reach to that level. This also happens. This is known as negative cash flow investment. Okay. And if this is happening with you, then you are on a, I'll say, very wrong track. Because when we are investing into property, we have to always check it out. It must be the positive cash flow property, not negative cash flow property. Okay. And because if it is negative cash flow property, then what will happen? You will pay to the bank almost 1.2 CR in next 20 years. And your property cost, mostly it will increase 6 to if you have bought in 50 lakh, hardly it will increase to 65 to 70 lakh or 80 lakh. Still you're in 40 lakh rupees of loss. Hard-earned money in 10 years, you gave it to the bank. Another thing, तो आप बोलोगे, फिर how can I buy my flat? What's the problem? You start saving at the right pace, positioning. You must have the control, awareness, clarity, everything. And if you have control onto your money, then definitely you can buy your property later. What's the problem? I don't find any problem into that. Otherwise, whenever you are buying, because people don't know how to buy properties also. अगर इसकी बात करेंगे तो इस पे भी कम से कम मेरे को 3-4 घंटे चाहिए. ठीक है. तो आपको पहले इस पे एक फंडा ये देख लो, आपकी पॉजिटिव कैश फ्लो की प्रॉपर्टी होनी चाहिए. मतलब अगर उसका आप EMI भी पे कर रहे हो तो ऑलमोस्ट 60 to 70% उसके रेंट से पैसे आ जाने चाहिए EMI पे करने के. आपको ऐड अपने पास से 10 to 12%, मैक्सिमम हार्डली 20% करना चाहिए, इससे ज्यादा नहीं. अगर आप इससे ज्यादा कर रहे हो तो फिर आप हार्म में हो. यू आर इन अ बिग हार्म. ओके. All right, guys, did you understand till here? Things are clear?
Yes.
If yes, okay, thank you. So we understood this thing. Another thing is that if we are talking about wealth creation, my dear friends, remember, two things are here. One part is earning money, another part is wealth. Earning money is what? We have certain jobs, certain work, from that work we are earning money. Wealth creation is what? We are building our wealth. And it is always getting bigger, 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 bigger. It's not today you created wealth, after 2 years you depreciated wealth. For example, बहुत आप मोटिवेशन में आए, इन्वेस्टमेंट करूंगा, गए आपने खरीद लिया, सेविंग्स पहले बराबर की नहीं थी, अभी आपको इमरजेंसी आई, इमरजेंसी में अभी जाके जो आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था उसको आपको सेल करना पड़ा. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन? टोटल लॉस. आपको कभी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट तब तक नहीं करना है जब तक कि सच में आपके पास सफिशिएंट अमाउंट नहीं हो जाता है कि ये नौबत कभी भी नहीं आएगी कि मुझे इसको बेच के कुछ करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, अब आप बोलोगे कि हेल्थ, तो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस लेके रखो, आप हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस लेके रखो। तमाम कंपनियां हैं हेल्थ के, बहुत सारे लोगों को आजकल प्रॉब्लम्स भी आ रहे हैं, ऐसे लाइफस्टाइल हो गई ये सारी चीजें। तो व्हाट आई वांट टू से, you know, people who are millionaires and billionaires differently, my dear friends, they think in very different aspects, they think in very different aspects. Okay, अगर बिलेनियर की बात हम नहीं कर रहे तो मिलेनियर्स का तो कम से कम आप हैबिट्स वैल्यूज को अपने अंदर लेकर के आओ, बिकॉज when you will bring their habits and values, then you will find your money will also get appreciated with the due course of time. Otherwise what will happen, you will take wrong decisions and you will get, you know, losses in most of the cases. Correct? So and remember one thing, you know, this is a fact, it has been found, more than 80% billionaires, millionaires are self-made millionaires. More than 80% millionaires are self-made millionaires, means they did not get property from their parents or from their forefathers, they made themselves. So this is a good sign, we all can start making money from our, wherever we are, we can start appreciating. Another thing is that, you know, it has been said, in long term we have to go for the investment. Whenever we are doing investment, we have to think in the long term and every year basis. I have a friend, one-to-one coaching I have with him. Okay, for example, I am giving one-to-one coaching to him, and one day we were discussing, he is definitely a businessman, and we were discussing onto his finances, and I was surprised. His wife was saying, so this is, we made lots of money, yaar, but what to say? And when I discussed that thermostat of account, then she was saying, oh my God, this is happening the same. 6 years back, we were making less money, but our account was freeze with this. And right now we are making more than 80% more money than that time, but still our account is there. Are you able to understand what she's talking about? कि जब वो 1 करोड़ रुपए भी बना रहे थे, 50 लाख 30 लाख बना रहे थे, तब भी उनका अकाउंट वहीं पे रहता था। और आज जब वो ईयर के ऑलमोस्ट 7 to 8 CR क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, तब भी उनका अकाउंट वहीं पे पहुंच जा रहा है। फिर मैंने सेम होमवर्क उनको दिया, मैं अभी उसका डिटेल आपसे शेयर नहीं कर सकती, ठीक है। फिर मैंने उनको सेम होमवर्क दिया, काम करो, जाओ चेक करो। उसको 3 महीने दिया था, तो जो बिजनेस ओनर है वो कर सकते हैं ऐसा। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 था, how much money you made in your whole years when you started making money. Question number 2, how much money you saved either in wealth creation, मतलब कोई प्रॉपर्टी, स्टॉक्स, बॉन्ड, जहां पर भी है, इंश्योरेंस, जहां पर भी है वो पैसे आपके पास आएंगे, वो कैलकुलेट करो। अनदर थिंग, हाउ मच यू हैव इनटू सेविंग अकाउंट्स और व्हाटएवर। थर्ड क्वेश्चन दिया क्योंकि वो बिजनेस पर्सन है, हाउ मच मनी यू हैव लॉस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ रॉन्ग एंड पुअर डिसीजंस। रॉन्ग और पुअर डिसीजन की वजह से कितने पैसे आपने बर्बाद किए। अब वो रॉन्ग पुअर डिसीजन ऐसा नहीं बिजनेसमैन को अप्लाई होगा, दैट मे अप्लाई यू एंड मी, एवरीबडी। हाउ? योर कजन बॉट अ प्रॉपर्टी एंड ही सेड, ये बहुत चीप प्रॉपर्टी है, बहुत अच्छी प्रॉपर्टी है, ऐसा है वैसा है, चलो चलो हम भी खरीद लेते हैं। हाउ मेनी हैव डन सच टाइप ऑफ शॉपिंग? your family members or your cousin or somebody to come to you, कि any type of shopping, वो कपड़े खरीदने की भी हो सकती है, प्रॉपर्टी खरीदने की, कुछ भी, अरे ये बहुत अच्छा है, चलो मैंने लिया, तुम भी ले लो। How many have done and later on you have realized wrong? I have done, okay, many times I have done this and later on I realized this is wrong, इसकी जरूरत नहीं थी, मैं you can say that I came in repo and that's why I bought this, and later on I decided, I found this was not worthy, बकवास था, ये नहीं लेना चाहिए था, wrong decision this was. Okay, so my dear friend, what we understand here, आपको लोग कह रहे हैं उसके ऊपर जंप करके कुछ नहीं खरीदना है, ना तो कपड़े खरीदने हैं, ना तो ज्वेलरी खरीदनी है, कुछ नहीं खरीदना है, ना तो प्रॉपर्टी खरीदनी है, ना तो कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है। आपको हर चीज का रियल एनालिसिस और रिसर्च करके अच्छे से उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना है अपनी नीड के हिसाब से, अपने सेविंग्स के हिसाब से, अपने अवेयरनेस और कॉन्शियसनेस के हिसाब से, ना कि लोगों के। व्हाट विल हैपन, लोगों के हिसाब से काम करोगे, आपके पैसे जलेंगे, यू विल बर्न योर मनी, ओके। एंड व्हेन यू विल बर्न योर मनी लेटर ऑन, यू विल, कहाँ से एक फालतू का इंसान मेरे जिंदगी में आया और मेरे पैसे बर्बाद करके चला गया। Don't do that. Why? What happens many a times, you buy some property in some other people influence and later on you decide ये wrong property है, ना तो उसका वैल्यू अप्रिसिएट हो रहा है, अदर चैलेंजेस हैं, पेपर के चैलेंजेस है या अदर चैलेंजेस हैं, ओके। बट वाई यू टुक बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पर्सन वाज सेइंग अरे बढ़ जाएगा बढ़ जाएगा। हाँ, कुछ लोगों को ऐसे में फायदा भी होता है। या इफ यू विल टॉक अबाउट पीपल हु इन्वेस्टेड इन प्रॉपर्टी in metropolitan cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, such cities, if they invested in property, I will say more than 20 years ago, okay, or 20 years ago, they got very good appreciation value. But what about those who invested in last 10 years? You know what is the scenario. I know many cases, they bought the flat in 2 CR and they sold the flat after 6 months in one of the person, he bought the flat in 3.5 CR and after 6 months he sold the same flat in 3 CR, 50 lakh rupees of loss, right? So what the main thing, whatever we are doing, it should not be only because emotions or for the sake of doing, with intelligence, okay. And the fact is this, why people don't reach to this level, many things, हमें लगता है कि हमें जो आता है बहुत आता है, वी आर वेरी स्मार्ट, हम अपने से ही कर लेंगे। एंड द फैक्ट इज दिस, अगर तुम कर लेते, अगर तुम बना लेते तो अब तक बना लेते। एंड टिल नाउ यू हैव नॉट मेड इट $1 million, इट मींस यू डोंट नो हाउ टू मेक इट। एंड इफ स्टिल यू आर सेइंग कि नहीं मैं नहीं सीखूंगा और मैं मेरे से बना लूंगा, आई एम सो सॉरी। आप मुझसे मत सीखो, जाओ किसी और को पकड़ो और उसको डेप्थ में बैठो और सच में कमिट करो, बिकॉज इट्स ऑल अबाउट कमिटमेंट। If you will commit for it, you will do it. But if you won't commit for it, you cannot do it. Right? And this, again, I'm saying again and again, the awareness, the clarity, very much important. Right. Those who wants to make $1 million, I'm giving, please go and write this question answer. Why do I want to make $1 million? क्यों मुझे $1 million चाहिए? क्यों चाहिए? बच्चे का एजुकेशन कराना चाहते हो, लाइफस्टाइल अच्छा करना चाहते हो, ट्रैवल करना चाहते हो, व्हाट डू यू वांट, फाइंड इट आउट, एटलीस्ट 50 रीजंस। आई एम सेइंग 50 के ऊपर लिखो और अच्छी बात है, बट मिनिमम 50 तो होने चाहिए, क्योंकि 8-10 तो ऐसे वैसे आप लिख दोगे, आप देखोगे कि 10 के बाद में आपका दिमाग स्टक होने लगेगा, अभी क्या अभी क्या अभी क्या। बट उसको और एक्सपांड करो एक्सपांड करो एक्सपांड करो, बढ़ते जाने दो बढ़ते जाने दो, बिकॉज फिर आप उसमें से कुछ मेन रीजंस निकालो 30-40 और उसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट। बिकॉज आई विल से माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, इफ वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, it means we have more, why we are different from animals and all, because of our consciousness. And remember, as you put first of all into your consciousness, I will be on my own feet, I will become independent, I will earn money, I will live such type of lifestyle, whatever. Those who are little bit believer of, I will say, in law of attraction, or if you believe in yourself, or if you believe in Almighty God, in whatever religion you are, okay, if you believe into that, you will see your life all around you is on the basis of that belief. आपकी जो पूरी जिंदगी आपके आमने सामने है, वो आपके विश्वास और भरोसे के ऊपर है। मतलब कि आपका जो विश्वास था, जैसा लाइफ आप अपने लिए देखते थे, मोस्टली वैसी लाइफ आप जी रहे होंगे। दूसरी बात, हाँ, कभी कभी ऐसा होगा कि आप कुछ देखते थे बट अब लाइफ कुछ और जी रहे हैं। तो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि आप उस लाइफ को चाहते थे, लेकिन आप उस लाइफ को पाने के लिए कमिटेड नहीं थे। और फिर जब वो चीज आपको मिली नहीं, तो आप बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग जोन में चले गए। हर एक चीज से एडजस्ट करना, हर एक चीज से कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना, हर एक जगह पे जो है बहुत ज्यादा अपने आप को, यू कैन से दैट, टू शो एवरीबडी आई एम हैप्पी, और यू कैन से दैट आई एम द मोस्ट हम्बल पर्सन। नो, for making money, little bit arrogant is also important, and you must have, okay, because until you don't have, इसका मतलब ये नहीं आप जाके किसी को मारो या झगड़ा करो, नो, I'm talking about little bit of your more self-worth. Okay. I'm talking about कोई भी आया और आपको नॉक करके चला गया, आपको डिस्टर्ब करके चला गया, नहीं, अगर कोई डिस्टर्ब करे, चल हट, दिमाग ना खराब करे, मैं अपना काम कर रहा हूँ. If I'm into my zone, if I'm into my flow, if I'm into my work, somebody come and disturb me, even if my family members, I will say, listen, don't upset me, get lost from here, because I am into my work. Otherwise, I will spoil your day more badly than you. Literally. And now this may be known as arrogant. I'm okay with this. Why? Because I have clear my expectation. आज का दिन मेरा है, मैं मेरे काम में लगी हूँ, मुझे डिस्टर्ब मत कर इतने टाइम तक. फिर भी अगर आप उसमें आ रहे हो तो आई एम सॉरी. इफ यू नो, देन व्हाई आर यू जंपिंग इनटू दैट? सो व्हाट वी अंडरस्टैंड हियर, माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, you know, more self-worth, self-esteem is also very much important. Another thing, the clarity towards everything. Even if you want to make money, you have to be more clear. Okay. And whatever investments you are doing, be clear with that also, where to invest, how to invest, and do most of the research. But research does not mean कि आप research PhD करते रह जाओ और कुछ करो ही मत. ठीक है? Excess of anything is bad. That should not be. Now, I will invite any questions if you have, okay? And if we will get chance to speak on the same topic later, then we can discuss, okay? So if any questions, please give me.
Awesome. Thank you for, creating. It's 9 o'clock. Creating the wealth like this, because even though we earn, we never think like that. How much we earned before, whether we saved or not, but because that's what happens. Mostly we spend.
Yes. And here I will say, ma'am, everybody I will request to, please, you go 10 to 15 minutes, अपने आप को आज लेना और बैठना, ठीक है? दरवाजा बंद करके कोई मत आए उस टाइम, और अपने आप को वर्कआउट करो. आधे घंटे लगते हैं तो आधे घंटे में कितने पैसे बनाए थे, कितने मैंने, क्या मैंने क्रिएट किया अभी तक, और फिर आप चाहो तो उसमें एक और डाल सकते हो, क्या मैं और कर सकती थी अच्छा. बिकॉज एवरीबडी कैन सी कि जब से हमने पैसे बनाने शुरू किया, क्या तब से 10% हम सेव नहीं कर सकते थे? 10% आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली. 10% तो कर सकते थे ना भाई. But we didn't do. What we did, we spent everything. If we earned 100 rupees, we spent 100 rupees. And sometimes even till now, what happens? If we are earning 1 lakh rupees, we spend 1.10. We borrow from somebody, then we, अरे भाई अगले महीने में दे दूंगी, सामने वाले भी देते हैं, हाँ इसके पास तो इनकम आती है, ये दे देगा. Don't do that. Leftover we think for savings, leftover we think for investments. That is the bad thing. That's why people don't make money. And those who are from investment point of view now, they do opposite. They do opposite. Thank you, Shabin.
Awesome. Anyone else has any questions? No question. Everyone is thinking about how to resolve this conflict.
I didn't say to go into repentance. I just said to open your eyes.
Yes. Yes. Awesome.
Repentance में नहीं जाओ, आप eyes open करो, जो हुआ सो हुआ, बाबा आगे करना क्या है.
Yes.
क्योंकि ऐसा तो है नहीं कल मरना है किसी को. Is there anybody? I'm not going to die tomorrow, बाबा.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Neither day after tomorrow, nor after a month. Until we are living, breathing here, we will add a value, we will make money. And अगर बहुत पैसे बना लिया, अरे भाई ठीक है, अगर आपकी फैमिली स्टैंडर्ड सो के चैरिटी करके जाओ, थोड़ा पूरी तो कमा के जाओ, ताकि वहां जाने भी भगवान बोले कि हाँ ये कुछ करके आया, अच्छा बच्चा है, चलो इसको अच्छे से रखते हैं. लेकिन ये काम कर, तू भागी जा. He will put you into hell. At least plan for heaven. If here you have made a lot, I thank you. Made again money. अरे यार इतने एनिमल्स हैं बेचारे, जो स्ट्रीट डॉग्स हैं, उनको फीड करो, बर्ड्स को फीड करो, बहुत कुछ है. तुम्हारे पास पैसे बनाओ, मेरे को दे दो. अगर तुम्हारे पास ज्यादा है तो बाकी काम मैं कर लूंगी. अगर तुम्हें काम नहीं मिलता है तो क्या करेंगे आगे बना के? तुम बना दो, मुझे दे दो, काम का ब्यौरा मैं पूरा दे दूंगी with all the bills.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Jyoti, for
Okay.
creating
Thank you,
like that.
everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
See you all again tomorrow. Thank you.